In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can run a local AI model on your Apple Silicon Mac. The first thing we need to do is to download the software that allows us to chat to the AI model, just like we can with ChatGPT and Google Gemini. To do this, we first need to open our web browser, and you want to go to lmstudio.ai, and I'll leave this linked in the description below. From here, you want to select Download for Mac, and then you want to go ahead and download the installer to your Mac, so I'm going to save it to my desktop. Now we've downloaded LM Studio, just want to go ahead and open it up, and then you simply want to place the application into your applications folder, and this will take a few seconds to install. So now this has been installed, we can exit out of it, and we can go ahead and delete the installer from our Mac if you'd wish to do so. Now we've downloaded LM Studio, we just need to open it up and download our first AI model. To do this, we first need to open the LM Studio, just as you normally would, and if you open it for the first time, you see this prompt, so you want to select Open. When you open LM Studio for the first time, it will look like this. Now we just need to go ahead and download our first AI model so we can start chatting to it. To do this, we first want to select the model search button on the left hand side menu, and in the pop-up we can go ahead and search for any AI model of our choice. So for the example of this video, I'm going to search for Google's Gemma models. And now we want to select one from the left hand side menu, and once you've selected it, you'll be able to see more information about that model on the right. Now, there are two main things to take note of when selecting a model. The first thing to take note of is how many parameters that model has been trained on. Generally speaking, the more parameters it's been trained on, the smarter that model will be for that specific use case. We can see how many parameters it's been trained on, usually in the title, so this one's 12 billion, or you can see it here listed where it says parameters. The second thing to take note of is how much memory the model is going to use while it's running on your Mac. We can see this next to the model title, and this one is going to use 8.07 gigabytes of memory. If you are unsure on how much memory you have on your Mac, you first want to select the Apple logo in the top left hand corner, and in the drop down menu you want to select About this Mac. In the pop-up it will say memory, and then it will tell you how much you've got. For this Mac specifically, I have got 16 gigabytes of RAM. So now we know this, we can exit out of the pop-up, and you want to go ahead and choose a model of your choice. For the example of this video, I'm going to select a model that uses less RAM, as I am also currently recording. So to do this, I'm going to scroll all the way to the bottom, and I'm going to choose one that uses less parameters. So I'm going to select the 4 billion parameter model. This one uses 3.03 gigabytes, which is much better. So now we've selected our model, we just want to select download. That's going to download the model to your Mac. This may take a few seconds to a few minutes, depending on how quick your internet speed is. Now we've downloaded our first AI model, we just need to load it so we can begin chatting to it. So to do this, we can select Load AI Model from this pop-up here. However, for the example of this video, I'm going to dismiss this. Now we can exit out of the AI search box, and to load a new model, we just want to go ahead and select a chat. If you don't have any already, because you've only just opened LM Studio, you want to select New Chat, and then you want to pick the downloaded model from this drop-down menu here. So this is the Google Gemma 3 with 4 billion parameters. Now it's going to prompt you to choose the context length, and this is measured in tokens, and one token is equal to 4 characters. Obviously, having a higher context length is going to be better, as it can remember more information from a longer chat history, but this will also use more memory. So unless you know what you are doing, I do recommend leaving this on the default context length, which is what we're going to do in this video. So we're going to select Remember Settings for this specific model, and then we're going to select Load Model, and this will take a few seconds to load the model into the memory of your Mac. Now the model has been loaded successfully, we can go ahead and start chatting to it just like we would with any other AI model, like ChatGPT or Gemini, online. So for the example of this video, I'm going to give it a specific prompt, which is going to tell me more information about this model specifically, and how it differs from the online larger models that we use such as Gemini 3 and ChatGPT. So we're going to prompt it now, and then we're going to see how fast this model runs and what the results are like. And as you can see, this model does run pretty quickly on my Mac. Once the response is complete, we can check some analytics by hovering over this stopwatch icon. This is going to tell us some information such as tokens per second and how long it took for the response to initially start. And bear in mind that your response may vary depending on your Mac system resources and which model you choose. For this model specifically, you can also get it to analyze attachments such as PDFs and images. To do that, you want to select the plus button at the bottom, where you can attach a file or image. If you want to find out how much RAM is being used in real time, we first want to select the apps icon, and you want to search for an application called Activity Monitor. When it opens, you want to select the memory tab at the top, and here you can filter it by how much memory is being used. We can see this node, which is the large language model itself, and it's using about 3.88 gigabytes currently. And at the bottom, we can see the total amount of RAM that we are using. If you want the model to stop using system resources, and then you need to eject it from memory. To do that, you want to select the model in the drop down menu, and then you want to select the little eject button next to it, and that's going to unload it from your RAM. If you want, you can also download models from the LM Studio website by selecting models in the top navigation bar, and you can view them here. You can also download AI models from the Hugging Face website, and they currently have over 2 million models available. You can do this by selecting models in the top navigation bar, and you can search through them here. And that's it. So if this video is helpful, please leave a like, and if you have any questions or comments, you can leave them below.